Liverpool fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man, Sai. Alrighty, we're back in the Champions League against RB Leipzig. There's ethical, moral and strategic and tactical dilemmas at play here. Do we prioritise the Champions League, go full strength against RB Leipzig, knowing that we have Arsenal right around the corner on the Sunday? Arsenal have their injury worries. Obviously, Calafiori got an injury yesterday in their matchup, right? Additionally, it looks like Bukayo Saka is in a race against fitness, hamstring injury. Those don't go away easily. William Saliba is injured as well. Odegaard probably won't make it, not back in training yet. Will they have to rely on Zinchenko again, who got roasted by Mo Salah for his wonder goal last season? They have lots and lots of injury doubts, and that firepower up front as well by Arsenal isn't particularly scary, but as a team, they're still very, very strong. They did come equipped this season with a very strong squad. So back to the Champions League. A few issues to consider. Every win you get in the Champions League boosts your financial coffers because you get money per win in the Champions League. I'm pretty sure that's still the case even in the new format. There was that instance before that Jurgen Klopp went strong in a dead rubber and we got punished for it with a Diogo Jota injury. So that's something to be wary about as well. In terms of injuries, we have Conor Bradley out, unfortunately injured. Chiesa needs to get up to speed as well. The intensity of the Premier League, I'd rather him be fit and firing fully. And it's good that he's not an absolute key first 11 player because it gives him the chance to recover in time to play a big part of the season as well. So there's that to worry about. Alisson Becker, we know, is out. Harvey Elliott, recovering from a foot fracture. But we do have a strong squad. Now, in place of Conor Bradley, we've got Joe Gomez, who has never let us down so far. It's so important that we kept Joe Gomez and Queeve Kelleher, right? Because Queeve Kelleher, he's more or less a number one anyway. No worries whatsoever when he's in the team. And Joe Gomez always does a job. Never forget that Joe Gomez was the partner to Virgil van Dijk in our title-winning season. And he played a key part. He never complains. He's homegrown and he's absolute quality as well. Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones are almost interchangeable. And this might be where you bring in a Wataru Endo for that experience, for that leadership, for that composure. He's chomping at the bit to get involved in a tough away fixture against RB Leipzig, right? Who I don't think have actually lost a game this season so far. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. What do you think? Would you go strong in the Champions League or would you save the big boys for Arsenal in the Premier League? But bear in mind, we don't have a guarantee that even with our strongest lineup against Arsenal, a God-given right to win. You have to perform on the day and you have to win. And we're at the Emirates, one of the historic hardest places to win, right? Top two between Manchester City away and Arsenal away, obviously the top three gunning for the Premier League. We have no God-given right to win, even if we save the legs in tomorrow's fixture for Sunday. Players can get injured in training as well. Freak injuries, freak accidents, a bad tackle in training, a sprain can rule you out on the weekend as well. And isn't it better to retain some of the muscle memory and the fitness and the match fitness and intensity and tempo going into Arsenal as well against RB Leipzig? Isn't there also a world where you want to start strong, play your best 11, get a lead and then rotate the players knowing that you've got the lead and can hold on to the points? Additionally, some people may argue we're already in a good position in Champions League. We could throw away the Leipzig tie, give our squad players a chance to shine. But once again, the chemistry, the muscle memory, the tempo, the relationships, what we've built so far in training and tactically, you don't want to throw that out the window because you need that chemistry on the pitch. You need players who can work well together. Now, this is the benefit of having those four midfielders who bedded in last season. Wataru Endo, Gravenberch, the special gravy, Szoboszlai and McAllister, right? They had a season to gel together and they should be familiar with each other and how they play. It's not as if we're starting Troy Ignoni, right? Even though he is a quality player. I think you play a strong 11, but maybe have one or two rotation in the first 11 to give them a chance to bed in, but have that quality in there to win the tie. Because if you go ahead or you go 2 goals ahead, right, then you can make wholesale changes even at halftime. But bearing in mind, match fitness is crucial. Form is crucial. A winning mentality, winning the Champions League game and going into Arsenal with a win under your belt is crucial. It actually pays it forward because if you put yourself in a good position in Champions League now, perhaps you can rest them later on. When it gets to the crunch and in the Champions League, you have to play your first strongest 11 against the stronger teams, especially in the head-to-head knockouts as well. So sometimes it pays it forward to play a strong team now, bearing in mind that they could get injured in the match, but also between now and Arsenal match in training or off the field. Anyway, right? Ever Banega, Valencia, foot crushed under his own car and pumping petrol or something like that. Another player got injured in his garden playing with his kids. You don't know. But in terms of which trophy do you want to win, European elite kings of Europe? Would you rather win the Champions League or Premier League? Let me know in the comments below as well. Ethical and moral dilemma that we've won it 6 times. Wouldn't it be grand to say we've won it 7 times? There's huge opposition in Europe, but this might be the best chance to win in Premier League because nobody really knows about Arne Slot's plan B, plan C, plan D, for example, right? The shiny one has come up trumps and proved it in the battle of the bolds. We've struck gold that he's number 1 because we are top of the league at the moment. And we will be there or thereabouts because in terms of injuries, he's keeping the players fresh and fit and healthy and firing. In terms of defensive solidarity, our players are getting behind the ball and making the most of defensive shape, tactical awareness, mental resilience, and the ability to bounce back when opposition have scored a goal. Because when Chelsea scored a goal, we'd never let the heads drop. The Anfield crowd backed us, and we went up the other end. Salah to Curtis Jones, the rest is history. He struck gold, struck it in, 2-1 victory. We can win games by the odd goal as well, and that is music to my ears. I think you have to go strong against Leipzig. Put out the right kind of message, but going strong doesn't necessarily mean every player that started the Premier League so far. And what do I mean by that? Queeve Kelleher in goal. Joe Gomez can come in at right back. Now, I've seen so many predicted lineups with Trent Alexander-Arnold in right back, but Arne Slot mentioned himself, people didn't know that Trent Alexander-Arnold was carrying an injury and didn't train for a few days before the Chelsea match. Gomez is a natural replacement. Why not play Gomez, Quansah, who actually was first choice at the start of the season until that mistake, until he got battered, and Ibu Konate came in and proved, what a mammoth, a colossal titan that he is. Quansah can come in. Virgil van Dijk never gets injured, touch wood. He is our captain. You need that leadership quality. Van Dijk, Gomez, and Quansah is already assured, and this is where Kostas Tsimikas proves his value because Slot does trust Kostas Tsimikas, and Tsimikas started against AC Milan and he played fantastically well. Tsimikas, Gomez, Van Dijk and Quansah is not a bad back line with Kelleher behind them. It's almost a starting 11 in the Premier League anyway, right? Protecting them, a dedicated destroyer. Wataru Endo. Endo Wataru-san. Back from the brink in the match. Now, people have been saying, Kawai Saw, which means, I feel bad for him. He isn't getting the minutes in Premier League. He has a dedicated role in a congested midfield to destroy and break up the opposition play and to see out a game and help us win at the moment. You need valuable squad players. The Darren Fletchers, the Park Ji-sungs. Alex Ferguson's biggest regret was he didn't start Park Ji-sung against Barcelona to mark out Messi. He reckoned they would have won if he made that call, but he went attacking instead. Wataru Endo can play the games. Anytime you want to rely on him, he mentioned in exclusive vlogs as well, he's ready to come in and do a job for the boss, for the Reds. It's his dream to win the trophies and he's in the Premier League on merit. He can come in. It doesn't matter how many games he's starting. He's a valuable squad member and he's being utilised the right way. And it's definitely the right way because Arne Slot is top of the league and top of the Champions League. Almost won everything. Nottingham Forest blip aside after an international break. Wataru Endo, I believe, comes in. Gravenberch has barely been rested. Maka had a rest, came on as well. This might be the game to rest Gravenberch, Wataru Endo and McAllister as a controlling force at a base. Why not? Dominic Szoboszlai's hardly got a rest as well, but Curtis Jones, as I mentioned, interchangeable and does the job further afield. So Maka and Endo, Curtis Jones in front of him. Now we have left wing, right wing and up front. Now Mo Salah never likes to miss a game. Federico Chiesa would have been a natural replacement. We don't really have many natural replacements on the right wing. So I think Salah's got to start here. But at the same time, on the left-hand side, Lucho Diaz and Cody Gakpo and Darwin Núñez. Now, some people I've seen put Cody Gakpo up front, but he's not so comfortable up front. You can't really consider him a striker anymore. He's even said it in an interview. He's even said it with Arne Slot in his company that he's a left winger. Cody Gakpo, Lucho Diaz, fantastic left wing options. Darwin Núñez is our ace striker, our fox in the box, our number 9 who works hard as well. He can lead the press. Darwin Núñez up front, Mo Salah on the right, Cody Gakpo or Lucho Diaz on the left, interchangeable. Now, I think, depending on who Arsenal play, is Ben White going to be at right back or centre back or in the tanning salon? Either one of those options, Lucho Diaz or Cody Gakpo, can burst past him on the inside. He will be a extra defender in a tight-knit unit. So it doesn't really matter whether you play Lucho Diaz or Cody Gakpo. But I think Gakpo starts it for the fact that he needs to play himself into form as well, because he didn't have the best of games against Chelsea, right? He's a little bit lackluster in the end product, but his pushing, his physical prowess and running power was immensely strong as well. So Gakpo, Núñez and Salah should be enough firepower with Curtis Jones behind him, McAllister and Wataru Endo, Quansah, Gomez, Kelleher, Van Dijk and Tsimikas. it's almost a Premier League worthy first 11. It is a Premier League worthy first 11 because they could beat most teams on the day as well. With firepower and Lucho Diaz on the bench, gives Jota a chance to get fit for the weekend as well. What would I prefer? I prefer Champions League because Kings of Europe, it has meaning. And number 7, getting 7 stars across the crest. It's impressive. Although the Premier League is there to be taken because Arsenal are floundering. Man City are not invulnerable. Without Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne, they're 2 best players, right? Who really facilitate Haaland to do his thing. It's a different gravy at the moment because they're just plucking away and lucky to edge those chances. But once again, when you're playing badly and you're not firing on all cylinders, it's a sign of champions to grind those points. And Liverpool are also grinding the points, like against Wolves, for example. So fair play to them. But we're ahead on merit at the moment. It's there to be taken. And I think you've got to go strong against Leipzig, get the points in the bag, rotate, then save the players for Sunday. Jota will hopefully make it because it's just bruised ribs, painful, but you can manage it with injections or just through rehabilitation or even a mental fortitude and get some nuts to, some Snickers or something to work your way through there. Tony the Tiger, Kellogg's, oh my goodness, Frosties, how much sugar in that? Anyway, I digress just a little bit. This is a channel with substance and abundance, so I reckon we'll win. We'll win against RB Leipzig. German opposition, Klopp obviously under their helm. He doesn't officially start, I believe, until 1st of January, but he will be in their dugout. He's probably even giving tips, right? But you can't begrudge the man. It doesn't matter what tips he gives them. No one knows what Arne Slot is likely to do with tactical formation because he showed against Chelsea. He's not just all passing and tiki-taka and back to front. He can let the opposition have the ball. He can counter-attack. He can invite the pressure. He can invite the press on us, and then we break from there in prominent positions. It's very, very interesting to see how he works with the players in the 10 position between the lines, and Curtis Jones looks revitalized in this passing movement with more responsibility to be the dummy runner, the extra runner, and with Gakpo cutting inside, Darwin Núñez running across the channels and pressing back as well, and Mo Salah, the metric goal king, running down the wing, not so much these days, but always in a playmaking position. I think we've got enough. I think we've got enough to take Leipzig and Arsenal. And imagine the guffaw from the media if we overturn Arsenal at the Emirates, the second hardest fixture, if not the hardest fixture in the Premier League season and the calendar. Liverpool will be top on merit and will go right up the odds in the bookies' favour. Additionally, the Adidas deal is looking more and more promising in the way that Nike had an opportunity to match that bid, but chose not to, which means we must be quids in because the Adidas deal must be worth loads. It's the distribution network that is really, really valuable. I think Adidas has a bigger presence in Japan than Nike, for example, than New Balance, definitely more than Warrior. So they'll sell lots of kits here as well, and I can't wait to get my hands on new kit. I love me some kit. We'll get to the kit in the kit section very, very soon. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you subscribers. You mean the world to me. Those live watch-alongs are so fun. It's the highlight of my week as well. Unfortunately, I can't do the watch-along for Leipzig because we're 8 hours ahead at the moment, 9 hours when British summertime ends as well. And it's going to be 4 a.m. kickoff for me. Even Arsenal match, 1:30 kickoff, a little bit past my bedtime. But I tell you what, I will do a live watch-along of the draws of the winners of the 2 competitions that I've got running at the moment. Make sure that you share either this video or the last video or any video on a social media platform. Let me know in Discord what you've done in terms of sharing the video, and you'll be in the draw for 2 amazing shirts, 2 absolutely amazing shirts from my buddy Soccer Atos. I'm going to grab a shirt example for you to show how good they look. I mean, looky, Captain Tsubasa, Japan National Top Japan Football Association. This has a quality print. It's silky smooth. It's breathable. This is top notch. This is one of the options on offer as well. Vote in the community tab which option you prefer out of these 4. 2 will be given away by Soccer Atos for free, delivered to your house. Officially announced this weekend in a live watch along I'm going to set up. Join me for the live watch along. We'll do a Q&A as well, predictions for the Arsenal match, lineup, all the good stuff in lieu of an actual watch along because it's too late for me. We'll do a Q&A, especially with all the members and all the subscribers, just for you guys. It's a 1-year anniversary of Liverpool Fan in Japan channel, and I can't thank you enough for your support so far. Absolutely makes my day. Smash a like on this video if you've enjoyed what I'm talking around, and let me know if you agree that we should go strong in the Champions League, knowing that we can rotate, we can rest the players, and the players can get injured anywhere up to the build-up to the Arsenal match. They need match form, they need muscle memory, they need fitness, they need confidence in front of goals. Build the chemistry, work together, get the squad players involved as well, but not for the sake of, going in there, treating it as a dead rubber. We need to go strong. Champions League is serious business, and it'll be paid forward later. That if we win these matches now in Champions League, get ourselves at the top of the table, we'll have less fixtures, especially head-to-head later on as the Champions League format progresses as well. I really, really think You can't underestimate it. Look how strong Arsenal went yesterday against Shakhtar, for example. Ben White, yellow card substituted at halftime. Calafiori injured. It doesn't matter. Arsenal are weaker than the current Liverpool squad at the moment. Even if they're full strength, I would have backed us to get something out of this match. We have to go for the throat and really, really go for them straight away. And I think our squad is good enough to turn them over. And Arne Slot is a tactician of the highest magnitude, as shown in Chelsea when we gave them the ball, gave them possession, knowing that they are vulnerable when they turn over the ball. And in those pockets and half spaces, we could have exploited it. Probably even won 3-1. But 2-1, 3 points, top of the table. You can't ask for more. I'm going to open a piece of kit for myself now. Let's see what I get. Nice Japanese note as well. A little thank you note. What have we got here? This is interesting. This is... Ooh, it's a hoodie. No, it's not. It's a track jacket. It's a track jacket. But this is a little bit heavier. This is quite heavy. This might be suitable for the winter. Black and gold, my favorite combo. Not black and yellow, Wiz Khalifa. This is black and gold. Adidas. Let's whip this bad boy on and see how we look. Right, styling and profiling. Picking the mushroom boy up, Ato, from his swimming class. I might be adorning this black and gold right here. Black and gold, how appropriate for the champions. We are the champions. Champions League. Back tonight and on form. I love these little faded crests as well. Can you see these faded crests in the whole entirety of this suit? I like this top notch. Actually, have I got this one already? Can't remember. I've got too much kit now. But anyway, the giveaways keep coming. So as long as you guys keep watching, there'll be plenty there for everyone. Remember, this kit, not this particular one with my Mushroom Boy Ato, there's another replica one of this one, the stadium version, being given away for my favorite 11 of all time, considering modern day tactics. Vote in the Discord. Link is in the corners below. QR code. The draw will be done this weekend. We'll announce the winner and I'll ship it free to you guys, as well as the Soccer Atos competition for 2 Japan jerseys as well. Share any Liverpool fan in Japan video. This is a channel of substance and abundance. Miyazaki man, it's Japan. It means the best. Domo arigato to all of the members supporting the channel. You keep me afloat for sure and keep my smile raised. I'm recovering. I'm feeling better. Getting healthy again. Until next time, Janet means ciao. Hit my music.
Liverpool fan in Japan.